Where was Michael, the dark truth of Lucifer's rebellion? Have you ever paused to wonder where Michael the Archangel was during Lucifer's rebellion? Why does Scripture seem so quiet about his role until the climactic battle? Get ready to uncover a profound truth. Michael wasn't a mere observer. He was at the heart of the celestial conflict, a conflict that forever changed the course of creation. Close your eyes and picture heaven, a place of unimaginable beauty and unbroken harmony, where every angel radiates joy in fulfilling God's will. Light shines without shadow, and melodies of divine praise echo across eternal skies. God's love flows like a river, filling every heart with peace. Yet, in this perfection, a storm began to form, a quiet, dangerous storm within the heart of one angel. Lucifer, the most magnificent of all, adorned with wisdom and beauty, began to wonder, why not me? Why should I not ascend to the highest throne? What started as a fleeting thought of pride grew into a wildfire of ambition. This rebellion divided heaven, shattering its peace. But where was Michael, heaven's trusted defender, in this moment of cosmic betrayal? Let us explore the untold truth of Michael's role in the battle that would shape eternity. Before the rebellion, heaven was a realm of divine perfection, overflowing with the radiant glory of God. Harmony reigned as every angel sang in unison, their voices blending like a celestial symphony in honor of the Creator. Among them was Michael, not just any angel, but the Archangel, commander of heaven's armies and a trusted guardian of God's throne. His name, who is like God, was more than a mere identifier. It was a profound declaration of humility, a constant testament to God's unmatched greatness. While Lucifer captivated heaven with his brilliance and unmatched beauty, Michael's focus never wavered. His eyes remained fixed on his divine purpose, safeguarding the sanctity of heaven and leading God's heavenly hosts with courage and faith. Michael sought no admiration, no applause. His true strength lay in his steadfast devotion to God, a loyalty unshaken by pride or vanity. In heaven's radiant peace, Michael stood firm as a pillar of faith, even as shadows began to stir. In the radiant courts of heaven, where love and harmony reigned, one heart began to darken. Lucifer, once the most beautiful and brilliant of angels, turned his gaze from God's glory to his own reflection. What once was awe for the Creator became envy of the Creator's power. At first, it was a whisper in his heart, a fleeting thought. Why not me? Why should I serve when I could rule? This seed of pride grew like a shadow creeping across heaven's perfect light. Lucifer, consumed by his own splendor, began to see God's throne not as a beacon of love, but as a seat of control he could claim. He didn't rebel openly, not at first. Instead, he used his silver tongue to sow seeds of doubt among the angels. Why should we bow? He questioned. What if we were free? What if we were in charge? Many, dazzled by Lucifer's charisma, faltered in their loyalty. They saw him as a leader, a visionary, but not Michael. The Archangel stood firm, his heart steady in God's truth. He saw the changes in Lucifer, the pride glinting in his once humble eyes, the subtle arrogance in his voice. Michael remained vigilant, sensing that the peace of heaven was unraveling. He knew something was coming, something that would change heaven forever. There was a moment in eternity when the unthinkable happened, a moment when peace was shattered and rebellion was born in the heart of heaven. Lucifer, once the most radiant and wise of angels, unveiled his dark ambition. Standing before the host of heaven, he declared boldly, I will not serve. I will ascend and be like the Most High. His pride, like a seed of darkness, spread swiftly, turning a third of the angels away from their Creator. Revelations 12:04. It was a betrayal so vast, so unimaginable, that it shook the very foundations of heaven. But amidst the confusion and growing whispers of doubt, there was one who stood firm. Michael, the Archangel, was neither surprised nor uncertain. His years of closeness to God, listening to His wisdom and basking in His light, had prepared him for this very moment. While others hesitated, unsure of their place in this celestial storm, Michael stepped forward with unwavering resolve. He wasn't just ready for the battle ahead. His whole existence had been shaped for this divine confrontation. As the serene harmony of heaven was shattered by rebellion, Michael rose amidst the chaos, not with fury but with steadfast resolve. His first act wasn't to draw a sword, but to speak, to ignite faith in the hearts of those who still stood with God. With a voice that carried both strength and compassion, Michael reminded the loyal angels of God's unchanging goodness and perfect justice. He called them to remember their purpose, to trust in the Creator who had formed them in light and love. Michael's leadership was not one of force, but of unity. He didn't seek to overpower, he sought to inspire. Like a shepherd guiding his flock through a storm, he brought order to the turmoil. He assigned each angel a role, carefully organizing heaven's defenses. Some were charged with guarding the holiest places, ensuring that no corruption would touch them. Others stood ready to face the advancing forces of darkness, emboldened by Michael's unshakable faith. Lucifer, now swollen with pride as the self-proclaimed leader of the rebellion, mocked Michael's devotion. To Lucifer, loyalty seemed like weakness, a chain that bound instead of freed. But Michael's strength was born from what Lucifer had abandoned, complete and unwavering trust in the one who is above all. This trust gave Michael a power that no rebellion, no matter how cunning or fierce, could overcome. The Bible gives us a glimpse into one of the most dramatic and awe-inspiring moments in all of creation: the war in heaven. In Revelation chapter 12, verses 9, it is written, "Then war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against a dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. But he was not strong enough, and they lost their place in heaven." This was no ordinary battle. It was a cosmic confrontation of unimaginable magnitude, a clash of light against darkness, of pride against righteousness. Picture the scene. The serene, radiant skies of heaven, suddenly filled with a storm of chaos. Angels, once harmonious, now found themselves divided. Lucifer, now called the dragon, stood at the center of rebellion, his heart ablaze with defiance. With cunning strategy and fiery words, he led his fallen followers into battle. Their goal? To overthrow the God who created them. But at the forefront of heaven's defense stood Michael. His presence was a beacon of unwavering faith, his every action a testament to loyalty and courage. This was not a fight of brute force, but of spiritual strength, and Michael's power flowed not from his own might, but from the righteousness of God. As angels clashed, blinding flashes of holy light lit up the heavens, and the reverberations of their cries echoed through eternity. Michael faced Lucifer directly, their confrontation embodying the very heart of this battle. Once brothers in the celestial hierarchy, they were now bitter foes. Lucifer, consumed by pride and anger, unleashed his full power, but Michael stood firm. His every move was guided by divine wisdom, his faith a shield against the dragon's fury. The intensity of the battle grew, but it became clear that Lucifer and his forces were no match for heaven's divine strength. Michael's faith in God empowered him, not just to fight, but to prevail. Step by step, the rebellion crumbled. When the dust settled, the dragon and his angels were cast down, defeated and hurled from heaven's glorious heights. Their fall was not just physical, but spiritual. A testament to the triumph of good over evil. This battle reminds us of an eternal truth. Righteousness, guided by faith, will always prevail over pride and rebellion. Michael's courage and unwavering trust in God serve as a powerful example for us all in our own spiritual struggles. The battle raged with unimaginable intensity, a clash of loyalty against rebellion, faith against pride. Michael, steadfast and unwavering, led the armies of heaven with courage drawn not from his own might, but from his complete trust in God. The rebellion reached its climax as Lucifer, once the bearer of light, now consumed by darkness, faced Michael in a confrontation that would determine the fate of heaven. After a fierce struggle, victory was declared. Michael stood triumphant, not as a conqueror of his own power, but as a servant of divine will. Lucifer, the deceiver, and his rebel angels were cast out of heaven in a moment of cosmic justice. Revelation 12:9 captures the gravity of this event. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth, and his angels with him. They fell like shattered stars, their once radiant light extinguished by their defiance of the Creator. For heaven, this was more than a military victory. It was the vindication of God's justice and sovereignty. Evil had no place in the presence of the Almighty, and the purity of heaven was restored. Yet, the echoes of this rebellion would ripple through the cosmos, reminding all creation of the consequences of pride and disobedience. It was a moment of triumph, but also a call to vigilance, as the battle between good and evil now extended to earth, where humanity would face the same choice: loyalty to God or the empty promises of rebellion. Michael's story is not just a glimpse into the celestial battle, it's a profound guide for navigating the trials of our earthly lives. His unwavering faith, courage, and leadership offer timeless lessons for us to follow, especially when we face our own challenges. Let's reflect on what his example teaches us. Lucifer's rebellion was born from pride, the belief that he could rise above his Creator. In stark contrast, Michael's victory was grounded in humility and absolute faith in God. His very name, "Who is like God?" is a reminder of the reverence and submission we owe to the Almighty. Pride tempts us all, whispering that we can rely solely on ourselves. Michael's example calls us to lay down our pride and trust in God's. Michael wasn't caught off guard by rebellion. His closeness to God, built through devotion and trust, prepared him for the moment evil arose. This reminds us that we must nurture our spiritual lives daily through prayer, scripture, and seeking God's presence, so that when trials come, our faith is ready to sustain us. In the midst of the heavenly rebellion, Michael didn't falter. He rallied the faithful angels, bringing them together with a shared purpose to defend the glory of God. His calm, steadfast leadership shows us the power of guiding others in uncertain times. Whether we lead our families, friends, or communities, we are called to inspire and support those around us with faith-filled courage. Michael's strength did not come from his own might, but from the divine power of God. His reliance on God reminds us that we are never alone, even in our darkest struggles. When we place our trust in God, we draw from a wellspring of grace and strength that can overcome any obstacle. Michael's story assures us that good will always triumph over evil when we stand firm in faith. His courage inspires us to trust in God, to be prepared, and to lead with love and determination. Like Michael, we are called to fight the battles of our daily lives, knowing that victory is assured not by our strength, but by God's. Michael's victory in heaven was not the end of the story. It was the beginning of a spiritual struggle that still unfolds here on earth. When Lucifer and his angels were cast down, they brought their rebellion to this world, spreading pride, lies, and destruction. Yet, Michael's unwavering faith and strength remained a powerful reminder that good will ultimately triumph. The Bible tells us in Daniel 12:01 that Michael will rise again during the last days, standing as a protector of God's people in the final battle against evil. His eternal vigilance is a call to each of us. The war between light and darkness is far from over, and we are not mere observers, we are participators. Every day, we face our own choices that echo the cosmic struggle. When confronted with pride, anger, or temptation, will we stand firm like Michael, rooted in our faith? Will we reject rebellion and choose loyalty to God's truth? These moments may seem small, but they are part of a much greater story. Through every choice, we either strengthen the light or give ground to the darkness. The battle continues, but so does God's promise. Like Michael, we are called to fight, not with swords, but with faith, prayer, and love. Let us stand together, trusting in God's power to overcome all evil. Michael's story is more than a tale of angelic bravery. It's a living testament to the triumph of faith over rebellion, of righteousness over the darkness of pride. His unwavering loyalty to God, even in the face of cosmic chaos, reminds us that true strength comes not from power or numbers, but from a heart firmly rooted in trust and devotion to the Creator. This isn't just Michael's story, it's yours too. The spiritual battle that began in heaven continues here on earth, within every heart. Each day, we face choices that reflect this eternal struggle. Will we, like Michael, stand steadfast for truth and love? Or will we let pride, fear, and doubt steer us away from God's light? Michael's victory shows us that even when the odds seem overwhelming, with God on our side, victory is assured. So ask yourself, when faced with the trials of life, will you be a faithful warrior like Michael? If you hunger for deeper truths, for the untold mysteries of our faith, like, subscribe. Together, let's journey through the stories and wisdom that inspire courage, hope, and unshakable faith. Michael stood firm when heaven trembled. Now, it's your turn to stand. Will you